Hey guys, this is Dr. Sean over the Center Path, the Natural Body Works, and I've been doing meditation for over 30 years, and I've really gotten into some of the scientific basis of it, mostly because I'm a college level anatomy and physiology instructor, also a chiropractor and acupuncturist, and longtime meditator, as you know, and also a Buddhist minister. So there's a lot going on, and I've had a lot of interest in the way the brain works and the way stress is. So I bought this. This is the, what's this, the Flowtime. It looks like it's backwards from you. It's the Flowtime biosensing meditation headband. And I'm going to show you a little bit about how it works real quick. Once you get it out of the box and you charge it up, because mine needed to be charged, you got a little charger cable that you get here. And notice it has a really weird little magnetic clip-on charge thing here that goes click like that, and it just magnetizes right on there and charges pretty quick. It was like a few minutes really is what it needed to charge. It has a 6-hour charge, and you get these little handy dandy little bands that clip in to the ends here, and then we have these sensors. As you can see a little blinking light there, and you put it on like so. Make sure it's got some good. That's the app. Okay, so let's go back here to the beginning of the app, and I'll show you kind of. So once you've downloaded the application, okay, it should look like this little thing here. It's this little flow time. I don't know if you can even see that, but it says flow time right on the bottom, and it's a little bird. It looks like a I don't know, like a little hummingbird is what it looks like. Anyway, there's your app. Can you even see that? You cannot see it because there's just too much light. There's a metadata and all this kind of stuff. Now what you do is there's meditate unguided little thing in there. We press that. I wish you could see this, and I'm just going to start at a 30-minute and just let it show what it does. That's it connecting, so you have to have a Bluetooth connection for this one. You hit the Let's Begin button right here, boop, and then we can start to see as it loads up. Let's see if I can get a little closer here and you guys can see what's going on with this thing. Oh, there we go. There's my brain waves. As we go down, we scroll down, we get right side and left side. That's kind of interesting, right? And down here, we get the different brain waves. Brain waves are going to be all over the place because I'm talking to you. And every time you do like this or this, it's going to go bananas. Okay, see that right there? It just went completely nuts. Oop, and it's still trying to connect again. My heart rate right now is 45. And then my breath coherence is going up and down, and it shows your emotion and your relaxation levels. Okay, it gives you kind of a score. Now I've got to go through this thing a lot more, your attention and all that stuff, relaxation. I'm going to go through this a lot more. I started a Reddit page on it because there's nothing online. I looked on Facebook and there's nothing on Facebook. It seems like this was kind of a startup. It's a good, inexpensive alternative to Muse so far. I had the Muse. I didn't like it because I had to have an Apple. This one I have an Apple, or this is an Android phone, so you can just log it into there. It's very easy to download, and it connected pretty easy. Pros are really nice graphs. I wish it did have like a timestamp along the graph. That would be a really cool thing to see, but that's no big deal. I'm sure we can figure that out somehow. And the other thing too is the grammar in the app is terrible. So you can tell it's a second language person that has written it. Most likely, I'm just guessing. I don't know. No offense, but you know it needs some work, guys. Other than that, it seems like it's a pretty new company. I'm actually going to think about investing some money into this thing. So if you're interested, get this like flow time. Check it out. This is what it looks like. I mean, if you do yoga, it looks like this. You know, so I'm not doing yoga right now, but I'm just wearing my little headband. It's very snazzy looking. It's really comfortable. It fits pretty good. I mean, I've got a kind of like a divot here because I'm a little more Cro-Magnon than the next fella, and that's, I think, one of the problems. It doesn't connect as well as I would like, but that's, you know, I just deal with it. You can moisten your forehead, you know, with some, you use salt water if you want to, or just plain water or whatever. If your head is nice and moist, you should be fine with that kind of thing. There's nothing back here that connects really. This is just to hold it in place. And you can do the app that I have here shows that I can do 5-minute, 10-minute, 15-minute, 20-minute app meditation times. I'm just seeing how it does in normal, you know, like trying to get a baseline over my normal work. I was doing some office work, you know, doing some printing and filling the printer and just kind of organizing the desk and whatnot. And that was fine. It showed up really interesting. It didn't show up as high on the beta level that I thought it would, but that's okay. It showed a lot more relaxed than I thought it would, which is fine because I'm a pretty relaxed guy. And but I want to really start using this for a couple reasons. In my other channels that I do a lot of work with the neurology and what's going on in meditation. And I want to see for myself. So I'm going to be doing one of the things I did on Reddit for one of the polls that I did was, do you meditate with your eyes open, focusing on something, eyes open, not focusing on something, eyes closed, not focusing, eyes closed, focusing on the third eye kind of area, and then eyes kind of half or 1/3 open, which is the way I was taught. And either focusing or not focusing on anything, and then see how those change. You know, not trying to change anything else. We need to do a few different. It's going to take me time to get that information together for myself, and it'd be really fun to just see what it does. That's kind of what it is. I mean, right now this is more of a toy, but I want to learn how to use it clinically, because when I'm doing something like acupuncture, I want to really get into their alpha and theta and states and stuff like that. You know, I want to really raise those up. People are so beta and so upset and so stressed out that they need a place to really break away from that kind of stuff. And this would be a really interesting way to show from a third party. You know, I'm not telling them what I see or what they should feel. They're not telling me what they're feeling or what they're not feeling, because in the beginning they're kind of confused and they don't know what to do with acupuncture, because they're like, is that right or not, or is it whatever. And here we can actually kind of see with a little bit of education what the brain is actually doing. I'm so surprised that these things are this inexpensive. I may get the Muse anyway, and there's a couple other ones out there I've been looking at. So don't forget to subscribe and like if you want to see more about this thing here. I'll probably do a playlist or something on this thing as I start to use it. It looks really goofy, of course, but you know, I mean, I'm not going to wear it to the store, I don't think, yet. I can wear it with a hat. I don't know. Anyway, this is Dr. Sean over the Center Path of the Natural Body Works, whatever it is I'm on right now. Don't forget, so if you want to get one, let me know. I just bought mine off, I think, Amazon. It was really easy. It was really cheap. But there's a way to actually invest in the company, because it was a Kickstarter company that started off, and I was pretty surprised how well they had built everything, other than the grammar issues. And it's a little confusing to get on the app really easily. It does have some really good stuff. You can separate the different biorhythms here. Okay, the brainwave rhythms. So, for example, oops, let's put it over here. Let's get rid of what is this one? This is looks like alpha is a yellow one. You can just click that and it goes away, and then you can come and bring it back. So you can separate them and see only, say, one at a time. And this is where are we at here? There's my alpha waves right there. Okay, so it's in yellow. I don't know if you can see it. My heart rate stays pretty low. That's just me. I have a regularly irregular heartbeat, so it's always interesting for me to see things like heart rate variability, which was a good score. It doesn't have it on here, I don't think. Let me see if I can. No, it does not have it on here. Yeah, it doesn't have anything like that. It gives you the other little notices as you go on. Come on, man, where's my heart rate variability? At the end, when you get the report, it'll say like, hey, you're done. Do you want to download a report? And I download a report, yes, and then I put a little note with it. So that's kind of interesting. It says how you feel, so you can kind of give a little graph with like a visual analog pain scale, basically, kind of thing. You can say, I feel happy, sad, stressed, calm, whatever the heck. And then you can write a little note as to whatever other details of what you were doing. Like, for one, I did sneeze, and I also like furrowed my brow and did some stuff like that, which that just sent the sensors all crazy. Okay, and then I stood up and stuff like that, so my heart rate changed and my breathing rate did change. So which is common. I mean, that's what these things do. And even the high end ones, which, you know, figured from the 70s, okay, when this stuff kind of came about, so 50s, 60s, 70s, when they started really experimenting with brainwave and mapping and other stuff like that. This is light years ahead of that in every way, in amount of information that we have, amount of historical information, the amount of research that's been done already to allow these things to be created, and then be able to really see what's going on in the brain. Now, I'm not really convinced that it's reading my actual brain waves, but I have to really look some more stuff up on that. The Muse seemed to do kind of the same thing, although I did send it back because I was not thrilled with it, and it was too much money to not be thrilled with something. So it was almost close to twice the price of this thing here, the Flowtime biosensing meditation headset. Okay, headband. Anyway, I'm going to be starting probably a Facebook page maybe, and I have the Reddit, which is the Flowtime headband. I think it's called is r/Flowtime headband. And I'm just starting this stuff out, so it's 2022. It's January, something like that. And so join me on those, and let's have fun with it. Let's see what we can do. Now, there's a lot of other weird and cool things I want to do with it. I want to see what mudras do. I want to see what mantra does, which is speaking. I want to see what the eyes do, the forms of meditation that we can do, either pranayama, alternate nostril breathing, breath of fire, whatever. There's so many things that we can play with to see how it changes in real time what's going on with the brain waves. It's really, really cool. The other things too I want to do is perhaps some brainwave study stuff on, and this is totally informal, and it's going to be totally anecdotal and empirical because it's just one person, right, and a few people, and we don't have blind studies and all this jazz, which we don't really need because you have to have some information to start with, and you can do metadata later and stuff like that, and find other information and maybe contribute to other research studies with these and other kinds of headbands. So anyway, you guys take care. I'm going to keep seeing what my brain's doing here because it's going crazy and whatnot. Let me turn everything back on. See, look, I had like a blip right there when I did that. See, watch this. It's going to go crazy again. Where's it at? See, there's my headache. Let's do that. You should see another one. Yeah. See? So it's catching a lot of stuff. There's cheats you can do. I mean, if I push harder on it, it's going to change as well. If I let go, if I really relax my eyes, if I take deep breaths, listen, that's going to really relax. So neat little thing. I'm going to add in pulse ox because I have a different pulse ox meter and maybe blood pressure and stuff like that too, which I can do with other tools. And those are all variable biological information that we can use. So anyway, good luck, have fun. It's about 10 minutes, 12 minutes of this stuff. Don't forget to subscribe and like if you like, and comment if you have one or if you want to get one. And let's see what we can make this thing do. Have fun with it. Why not?